Hi Scorpio, happy September. I'm your Cosmic Auntie, and this is going to be your monthly reading. I hope that it's helpful in some way. I hope that it's encouraging. That being said, as always, tune into your own intuition first and foremost as you pay attention to the messages, as you know yourself best, right? You have your own connection with spirit. My job here is to reflect energetic frequencies that may resonate with you and assist you in gaining a greater sense of clarity, providing a sense of confirmation or validation, and giving me the great honor at even reflecting just a sliver of your magic back to you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Let's see what the first card is. Oh, the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm feeling, a little bit unsteady. That's an energy that can come through with this card. I'm hearing damage control. There's a sense of damage control coming through here. Let's get some more information. King of Cups. So your energy. I'm hearing disappointed in the state of things. Disappointed in the state of things. So there, could be things in your life personally and collectively. Honestly, it feels collective. It feels like there's this kind of like disappointment with the state of things in life. And with the Pentacles, it's like earth energy. So yes, I do feel like this could be like, manifesting either individually or collectively, although spirit just keeps bringing me back to like a bird's eye view. So it's almost like there's kind of like a greater concern about like just the instability of things, the state of things, which is completely valid, Scorpio. And I feel a lot of love, deep love, and concern for the state of things, the state of the earth, equality, like justice, being concerned about like the balance of it all. Like it doesn't, like it's not balanced, right? Like we know that, like that's just true. Like it's not balanced. The distribution of wealth, resources, it's not balanced. And the extraction of resources and what's happening in the earth, like not balanced, right? Like we don't do things very sustainably. Not because most of us don't want to. It's just that there's a system right, that we are navigating that is not sustainable and has a lot of power and control and doesn't do things sustainably. So I'm feeling like a lot of deep thought, a lot of deep feeling, a lot of concern. Like even just like a hint of pessimism as well. Which I understand, right? I understand that, and I'm sure you can kind of understand that with yourself as well. yeah. If you're finding yourself living there too much, kind of think about like something that can bring you back into balance, because as much as it is valid to feel pessimistic, to live there can create stagnancy. So what else is coming up for Scorpio? Two of Cups. Gorgeous. So yes, remember your love. And I just saw like the heartbreak emoji. As much as your heart breaks, feel it break open and always come home to love, because you're so full of love, Scorpio. This care and concern about the state of things is because you love so deeply. So yeah, as your heart breaks, feel it break open and always come back home to love, and validate any kind of pessimism, validate any kind of worry, any kind of, concern. But again, being stuck in pessimism can create stagnancy, where love continuously like regenerates, right? So you're not alone. We're in this together, and that can be a challenge in itself because not everybody is on the same page, but a lot of us are, okay? And there's people on the same page as you, Scorpio. And connecting with those people can be really helpful, right? When it comes to, I just saw like an ostrich, I think it's an ostrich with like their head in the sand. It's like people who are not sticking their head in the sand in regards to like earthly issues, the climate change, social justice, right? The equal and equitable distribution of wealth, sustainable practices. This is the kind of energy I'm feeling come through your reading, that the people I'm talking to are going to be people who are very concerned about the earth moving forward, like the planet itself, and then us as well, and all living things. The way that things run right now is not sustainable, and honestly very violent, and it benefits a very, very few, and it's gross, honestly. So connecting with people that inspire you, who are on the same wavelength as you, and expressing their unique like skill set, takes on things, their expression in their own unique way, while also continuing on the same like wavelength, can be really helpful to like just feeling connected. So in September, it'd be really helpful to like just connect to people that way, like in person and online, to just help ground that energy and assist you in feeling less alone, maybe feeling less lost, a little less like helpless, or like just hopeless even, right? Because it can be easy to dip into those feelings because we're at such, like, we're in such a weird place, and like collectively and earthly, you know, there's lots to be concerned about. So we've got the 8 of Pentacles coming out. I just heard putting your unique skill set to the task. So putting your head down and like perfecting a craft, a skill set, practicing rather, like a craft, a skill set, really putting a lot of intention into your work. Expanding on a project, starting a project, something to really put your mind to and your energy to, that will help like keep these emotions flowing. And there's a sense of productivity too that could be really helpful to feeling less like helpless in the situation. Temperance. Yeah, this could really help balance out the emotions that we talked about. Like if you're finding yourself like being stuck in pessimism, right? Like to understand and validate why you're even there in the first place is important, but to recognize when to kind of spin out of it so that it doesn't become stagnant. The ways I see the cards kind of speaking to like how you can do that is like if there's a hobby you have, like a special interest, or you know, putting your energy into being very intentional about your work in some way, craft, right, a skill set, something that will ground your like physical energy and keep your hands busy, your mind busy, and you're able to like see results and even kind of address you know, a situation that you're passionate about, right? Like you know, I'm talking to people who are very keenly aware of what's going on in the world and very concerned about that. And I could imagine like have like specific things, as much as like in a greater sense, but specific things that you're passionate about. So kind of putting your head down and perfecting like a skill set or putting your energy into something that way could be really helpful. And also connecting with others who are on the same wavelength, sharing ideas and sharing thoughts and energy, being inspired by unique individuals who are doing their part in their way to make the world a better place and reflect to you like how important you are, and encourage you in your unique way of going about things and making the world a better place. Rest is really important this September because there's a lot that I sense you being very like energetically aware of when it comes to the collective experience and the earth. So and I feel like, again, very busy, really putting your effort and your energy into like a project, a skill set, a craft, like mastering something, taking your work to the next level, again, like being very passionate, very driven in regards to like addressing what it is that we're talking about, like literally making the world a better place. Like whether or not you do this for work and your livelihood, or like you have like a side business, or you have a social media page, or you have like something where you're expressing your thoughts, you know, or you're creating something, and you're just sharing it with the collective in the form of in like the form in a way that just makes people think, okay, it's addressing this very real like social issue, environmental issue, and like, again, it's going to be different for each and every one of you, but it's very cool for one thing. Very socially conscious people. We've got the Queen of Cups as well. kind of just peeking out there for a second. I heard some of you might have partners who are very passionate about similar things, and you might work together in that way. And some of you might meet important people, or a partner in regard, you might meet a soulmate, or you're gonna meet soulmates for sure, but there might be a special romantic partner that you may meet in when meeting people on your wavelength. Sorry, for some reason that was really hard for me to say. But yeah, you're gonna be meeting soul aligned people as you connect with others on this wavelength. And some of you might already have romantic partners that are very passionate about similar things. And others of you will be meeting people by connecting to people on your wavelength. So, yeah. Closing door. So, new cycles are beginning. I just heard you can't ignore it, right? We can't ignore it. Unmarked trail. It's time to go in a whole new direction. And make space, emotionally, energetic, spiritually, as well as physically. There's a lot of expansion here, Scorpio. Power of community. You're gonna see your community grow this month and beyond by being very intentional about what it is that you're creating, what it is that you're expressing, what it is that you're mastering, or what it is that you're building and cultivating. And it has something to do with a larger collective issue. It may also connect individually as well, down into your individual experience, because of course we're all individuals within the collective. But it feels like you're speaking to a larger social issue in some way, that you care about, environmental issue, and really considering what your part in all of this is, what your part in making the world a better place is, that both nourishes you as well as others. So it's not you just being sacrificial. It's something that you're very passionate about. And I think that there's this energy of that coming into view more and more, and that drawing in soul aligned people that you're gonna have all different kinds of relationships with. It's gonna be platonic, and as well as intimate, romantic. And this month in September, I feel it's preparation. Prepare for this expansion. Prepare, because it's the whole a chapter is ended. It's closed. The door is closed, and you're being ushered into an unmarked trail, down a trail you've never been before. And it's very positive. It's very abundant feeling. And it's time to make room for that. So let go of anything that needs to be let go of, energetically as well as physically. Let's get you a postcard from Spirit. Dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days. Giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go for a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself some flowers or plant them in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but it's essential for your well-being now. No. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no, gently but firmly, then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to center, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much. Yes, so get as much rest as you can this month and tend to yourself, okay? Care for yourself, nurture yourself, because it feels like there's this sense of exhaustion, fatigue, like pessimism, right? You've been putting a lot of energy into like making the world a better place in your own unique way, and also paying attention to what's going on. It can be exhausting, okay? I totally get that. So self-care and replenishing yourself, and also just connecting to the body, the earth, okay? Connecting the mind, body, spirit, and taking time to regenerate, all right? Okay, dearest you, we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, the less you actually do. So if you're willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. Curiosity allows you to discover new things, see the world from a different perspective, and find answers to questions you might not even know you have. Right now, whatever is going on, it's important to know that you are not aware of all the aspects of it. You need to see and to make an informed choice. You might be projecting a story that isn't totally true. So moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting, as you keep your mind and heart open to new experiences and a richer existence overall. All of us over here want you to be all you can be. We are cheering for you. Can you hear us?